Boys, in this question, we are asked to display the following information in a tree diagram. So a bag contains 3 blue marbles, 1 yellow marble, so 4 in total, and 2 are selected without replacement. So they are not put back into the bag after we make the first selection. And we need to display this in a tree diagram showing all the outcomes and probabilities and include the probabilities on the branches. So first of all, we need to think about what can happen when we pull a marble out of the bag. We can either get a blue marble or a yellow marble. Blue or yellow. The chances of us getting a blue marble is 3 out of a total of 4. And the yellow, obviously, there was 1 out of a total of 4. If we chose a blue one first, then we can either get a second blue one or a yellow one with our next selection. And if we get a yellow one first, we can either get a blue or a yellow, and we'll display it like this. Remembering, if we had have got a blue one first and there was 3 at the start, there was only 2 in there out of a possible 3 for the next one. If we had to pick the blue one first, there was 1 yellow left out of a possible 3. If we had have chosen a yellow one first, then all of them would have actually been blue, and there wouldn't have been any yellows left, so to be 0 over 0. Now, technically, you wouldn't actually have to show this entire part on a tree diagram because it's a 0% chance of happening. But what I've displayed here is the tree diagram with it just having a 0 probability on the branch for the sake of it, so you guys can actually see it in action. All right, so this is the start of our tree diagram. We then need to display all of the outcomes. All right, so blue, yellow, yellow, blue, and yellow, yellow. Now remember, to work these out, we have to times the probabilities by each other. So 3 over 4 times 2 over 3, 3 over 4 times 1 over 3, 1 over 4 times 3 over 3, and 1 over 4 times 0 over 0. If we work these out, this one is going to be 6 over 12, which is a half. This one's going to be 3 over 12, which is a quarter. This one's going to be 3 over 12, which is a quarter. And the last one is going to be 0 over 0, which is a 0% chance of happening because we can't get 2 yellows because there was only 1 in the bag in the first place. We're then able to answer a series of questions based on what we've just displayed. Remember, what we've just displayed was only worth 2 marks, but we've actually answered all of the questions that you're going to be asked in what we've done anyway. So it says, what's the probability of a blue marble followed by a yellow marble? So blue followed by yellow would be here, and that was a 1 in 4 chance of happening. It then says 2 yellow marbles. Well, yellow, we know cannot happen. Exactly 1 blue marble. Well, this is where it's a little bit different because here is exactly 1 and so is here. So we need to add together a quarter and a quarter. And of course, if you have 2 quarters, so if you play 2 quarters in a game of footy, then that equals a half, doesn't it? So the probability of it getting at least exactly 1 blue marble is a half. It doesn't matter if you got the blue one first or second. The last one is different. It says, what's the probability of getting a blue marble with the second selection, given that the first was yellow? Next question is different. It says, what's the probability of getting a blue marble with the second selection, given that the first one, it was yellow? Well, if we go back to our tree diagram and say a blue marble with the second selection, given that the first was yellow, is this one here. And we can see that the probability is a quarter. So the probability of getting a blue marble with the second selection, given that the first was a yellow, is a quarter.